You ready? Hello, hi, my name is Brandy Butler. Today I'm going to talk to you about childhood obesity. Childhood obesity is one of the most pressing healthcare problems that we face today. Although childhood obesity rates have leveled off over the recent years, 18% of children under the age of 12 and 21% of children between the ages of 12 and 19 are obese. Why does this matter and why should we care? Childhood obesity is so problematic because it sets children up for a lifetime of healthcare problems. Pediatricians attest to the fact that they are now seeing disease processes that are typical in older people that are now in children that are as young as age 8. And at 10 years of age, prediabetes, hypertension, high cholesterol readings off the charts and becoming more and more common in pediatrician practice across the country. Being obese as a child is not only has a significant increase on cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes. It also increases developing problems such as cancer, suffering from sleep apnea, joint problems with your legs and arms. Apart from this, childhood obesity is stigmatized and is frequently suffered from emotional and psychological problems, including depression. Although this, although this matter is basically what we're dealing with is when people are typically dealing with healthcare. Children, healthcare is more expensive as these children grow into their as they grow into adulthood. They utilize more of their healthcare than the non-obese peer, and will also overall be less productive. In the country, there is unfortunately a prevailing myth that obese people have a lack of willpower and a lack of work ethics to lose weight. This is a myth and is being fueled by the medical community, which for many years perpetuate and the belief that obesity is caused by a caloric intake, the caloric intake imbalance, which is, I'm going to put this for you all to understand. It is the way you ingest things and the way you take in things of what you eat. You know how y'all like those fruities? Mm-hmm. That is a caloric intake imbalance with what you're dealing with. Okay. Also, it is part of it is dealing with the evidence and the scientific matter of the psychological process that leads to weight gain, and it also is more overall a number of social economic value and things and factors that also it deals with poverty. Poverty in this plays a major role. It people try to blame obese people for being more so of like having, when I say poverty, meaning you don't have the money. When I say do y'all know what poverty is?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Both poverty and blaming poverty and being overweight in society they both are wrong. With the economic factors and things of that nature, it is also addressed with the problems of childhood obesity, to where it's like the lack of poverty. The lack of poverty is what is problem with childhood obesity. It comes from not being addressed in the systematic change. Systematic change consists of things like let me see, how can I tell y'all? Systematic change is like how we change our food and how we the environment that they're in. The environment that they're in and the things that they do, to where we have to have affordable food in their area. Like they want to put you in a bracket and make you outside of one area, and you should have access to what the outside people have. Like one area has a super low and a Save a Lot, and then in this area you may have a Whole Foods and a Fresh Market. those things need to come together to where it can be affordable food and a reasonable price, and they need to learn how to shop better and have better areas of what they need to deal with. They need to have a better place for safe bike paths. Most importantly, they need to address the problem of poverty. It seems to be a problem with poverty because of the children that are poor are being more obese because they have to rely on things like lunches from from the school system, and lunches from ro- oh, let me see. Okay, you know how kids and say go to school with you all have backpack lunches, and some of them you and the rest of y'all got regular lunches or whatever, free lunch or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's how some kids, when they get foods, is more processed food than is more healthier food grown from the earth. You know how I be wanting y'all to eat dark green leafy vegetables? That is what you're dealing with at this time. And so also what is relying on when it comes to that, kids have to rely on the food bank, and and they having tons of processed food. Unless we address these issues of what we dealing with the society, you all, childhood obesity will continue to grow and be a devastating thing and have devastating consequences on all of us. So together we got to we got to educate each other. Like how I talk to you all at home, we have to educate the outside and learn how to eat just salads, and we got to see if we can file for petitions to help you all have more better things at school, like cooking class and things of that nature. Other than that, we're going to have a devastating problem on our hand, and everybody's going to be obese. Do we want that?
No.
I don't want to be obese.
I thank you all for listening to my speech on today, and I love you all, and we're going to have a better, healthier society.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm not going to be
Okay.